What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Hanging Heavy. Now, whew, I made a fucking stacked drink. Um, I know I said I was gonna go ahead and do 2 weeks an episode. Dyslexia, come on through.
Oh yeah!
No, excuse my blunder. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 episodes a week. And this is episode 2 of the week. Now, for all of you that are quarantined, I mean, that's fucking basically everyone at this point. What's up? How's your store going? Um, the one thing that I noticed, I haven't been working for the last 5 months, 6 months, and I've just been stay at home dad, taking care of my son, and yeah, the one thing that all this tribulation and trials of error have taught me is that quarantine ain't shit. This virus can't hold me. Watch, tomorrow you're gonna read the headlines. Desecrator. Promising new bright future ahead of him. Now deceased. Now, I know for me, humor is a coping mechanism at this point. Uh, I'd rather be laughing about something that's not funny than being worried about it and scared. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not concerned about the health and future of everyone, but I mean, what the fuck can we do about it? I'm not gonna go in too deep about it, so in order to shut my mouth, I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot of this Jameson cold brew.
Dip, 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 dip.
Okay, I taste the whiskey in it now. Now that I've let it come up to room temperature, and it's quickly cut back by the coffee, so that's cool. And I feel like I'm not loud enough, so let me go ahead and crank this up to 0, because, I can hear myself now. You guys won't be able to tell the difference, but I'll be able to tell the difference, and that's all that matters. Me.
He be like, shut the fuck up.
I be quiet. But when he gone, I be talking again. So yeah, I'm trying to do something different, seeing as how everyone's gonna be stuck indoors more. Some of you are getting the chance to work from home, which sucks because nobody wants to mix good with work. So let me go ahead and pull up for the last week. For the last week, since I uploaded Tuesday, when I I recorded Tuesday night, it didn't go up until Thursday. But that Thursday had not a spike, I mean, fucking 5 downloads. 2 for double the large, man, double the fun. Double the episodes. I think that's what it's called. It cuts off here, but whatever. That's not important. The last episode with my boy Malbolgia. Shout out to him 1 time. 2 time. And creeping back into the fucking conversation again. Spooky, scary skeletons. Now, that's my Halloween episode from 2018. It's a good episode. I mean, I enjoyed doing it, but the one episode that I think is even better is my last Halloween episode, where I took the concept of telling creepypastas, scary stories, and ghost stories and whatever, and I improved on it with my editing trickery. I took a little more control of it. I It went from just a basic idea to something more polished. So I think that episode came out a little bit better, and that one is too spooky for me. So for those of you listening to fucking spooky, scary skeletons over and over and over, listen to that one. That one's that's a lot better. That one's a 10 out of 10. I do recommend. So yeah. Again, I mentioned it in the last couple podcasts. I got a couple stickers made, and I think they're fucking sexy. They mean a lot to me. Um, they're like official merch, but they're not merch. They're just test samples that I had made to see what I liked and what I didn't like. I mean, they're basically all the same. They came in 3 variants. One of them is just the Hanging Heavy logo with the smoke, as you've seen paraded around and all the glory that it is. But then the second one, the second run that I had made, I thought, Hanging Heavy. Okay, if you know what it is, that's a great sticker. Perfect. Like, so if you're a fan of that, or if you know what the fucking show is, it makes sense. But if somebody were to plaster it on a wall and somebody walked by and was like, "Oh, that looks cool," but I don't know what it is. Um, yeah, it kind of leads you nowhere. So it's just a cool sticker, right? Piece of flash. So the second one, I had the fucking logos from where it's posted. Now, seeing as I'm not selling these stickers, I can't, I guess, be sued for them, right? Because I mean, they're just it's propaganda. It's promo. It has the Apple logo, Apple iTunes logo, the Google Play podcast logo, YouTube logo, the Podbean logo. I forgot to put the Spotify because I always forget that it's also hosted on Spotify. So if you don't go to the website hangingheavy.podbean.com to get the podcast, where you can download it, like, share, comment, subscribe. The same thing you can do on YouTube. I'm trying to get to that 1,000. I think it's 1,000 people subbed to the channel so that I can get a custom user URL instead of www.youtube.com/alphabetsoup. So yeah, Podbean, that's another great way to fucking listen to it. I mean, that one's the most hassle-free, and you can probably find a lot more of your favorite podcasts there. Just download the app. It's free. You get notified instantly when I upload, and you can do all the same stuff. You can like, share, comment, subscribe. You can post. You can get the feed and post it on your Twitter and your face pages and your My Books. I don't do any of that because I'm ignorant. You can't teach ignorance. Shout out to my boy Mabolja. You're probably the only one that gets it. But yeah, so the second run of stickers had all those badges on it. And on the very bottom in fine text, it says hangingheavy.podbean.com. But the font on that is too fine, so you can barely make out that there's a dot in the hangingheavy.podbean.com. So I need to work on that font before I get an actual final run printed so that I can start fucking stickering those motherfuckers everywhere. But the third batch that I had made, I guess they made an error, but it came out kind of cool. So it's basically the same design as the second run, but it's pinched in a little bit smaller, and it has a little white border around the whole thing. Now the other 2 runs are full edge to edge black smoke, and they're filled, right? So this white border kind of makes it look like I was told it looks like a record album on a fucking album cover. So I also like that. So maybe in the future when I get some extra cash, I'll order half and half of 50 of each, because the place where I had it test run, they sell them in 50 batches, 100 batches, 1,000, whatever. I don't need that many. Not that many people listen to this show. And I'm going to give them away anyway. So, I mean, I don't want to pay out the ass for something that has no return, right? But I mean, what do I know? Maybe somebody passing by is just like,
Oh, I like that.
and they go to the website. Somebody walking by some fucking random window and they see a sticker, hanging heavy podcast, hosted on all these places where I listen to podcasts already.
Nice.
So yeah, that's basically where I'm trying to go with that. If you want a fucking free sticker, anyone that's listening, hit up the email hangingheavytx@gmail.com and we'll get into a little discussion. Maybe I'll send you a free fucking sticker. Now, I'm keeping one of each because I fucking. It's my fucking product, my child, my baby. I birthed it. I thought of it. I guess you could say I created the design and concept. And, I mean, it's nothing fucking to shout on the fucking rooftops. But you know what? It's mine, and that's all I got to say about. God damn it! I need that on a fucking. I need that on my soundboard. But as you can tell, I added a couple new buttons to my soundboard. And for those of you that don't know, I'm using the Stream Deck made by El Gato for my Latino lovers. El Gato Stream Deck. You can use it to fucking make macros in a game, or if you stream, you can use it in a bunch of different softwares like OBS and fucking whatever. OBS is the only one I know because it's the one that I was going to try to use, but I never streamed. Um, so yeah, there's that. But after this new software update, all the songs that I had that would loop. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a little too close to the to the microphone. Let me move that fucking windscreen back a little bit. That's some audio jargon for you nerds that care about it. But yeah, all the songs that I had on a loop, I mean, I would just push the button once and it would just loop in the background, right? Infinitely until I pushed it to stop. But after this update, instead of stopping when I push the button again, it would just overlap. And the original button push, instead of finishing at whenever the song finished or the time ran out on the button, it would just continuously loop. So I would be stuck in a fucking essentially tormenting mindfuck of sound cacophony. It was a barrage of sonic cacophony. Oh, I sound so fucking fancy with big words. Yeah. But yeah, it's like those speech jammer apps. If you've ever tried one, me, I mean, I've been recording for fucking 10, 15 years at this point in my life. I'm not new to hearing my voice or hearing my voice with a delay or effects on it. So those sensory overload kind of things, unless the fucking effect is super drastic, I've heard it basically. Any kind of delay, echo, reverberation. When you've been recording with bare minimum equipment and bare minimum knowledge, you're gonna run into some issues. There's no ends ifs or buts about that. But fucking, I've been around the block. I mean, my butthole's loose. Where did that come from? But fucking. So yeah, try those fucking speech jammer things out and see if you can fucking make a complete sentence or formulate a thought without getting mind fucked into oblivion. That's basically what the soundboard was doing to me. And I have a button that's supposed to stop all sounds coming from the soundboard and the software the soundboard runs from, but that doesn't work. And then if you shut the program down, that doesn't work. If you unplug the device, that doesn't work. You literally are just pummeled fucking by this piece repeating. I mean, the only way I could solve it stopping was literally just logging out of my fucking computer and logging back in. So I found a workaround around that. I found out that if you take those button presses from loop from loop to stop, from loop and stop to loop, or not loop, from loop and stop, which were the functions. You press it once, it loops. You press it again, it stops. From loop stop to start replay. Or hold on, let me tell you exactly what it is before I fucking sound like an idiot. Go to the music. Okay, so it's now play restart. So now watch. If I press play, press it again, restarts. It doesn't stop, right? If I go back and then press my stop button, it stops playing. But before that, every time I push play and I pushed the button again to stop it, it would just overlap. So I mean, spamming the button 5 times, you're gonna have the song playing 5 times at a different increment of time, and it's gonna start delaying, and it's gonna start fucking with your brain. So I just put all my looping music to play restart, so that way whenever it's coming close to the end of the loop, I just push it again and it restarts. So that's my temporary workaround. I already shot out an email to them, and they kind of don't seem to know what the fuck is going on, because it's been... I initially put my email in the Tuesday that I recorded, Tuesday afternoon. I didn't get an email back until Thursday night. And then I emailed them again saying that now after that, I told them exactly what I just said. At first, it was just a one-time occurrence, but it got worse. So the last episode I recorded, I didn't try to use any music at all, or I tried to use the bare minimum, and I think I even said that. So, yeah, that's my workaround temporary. So if you hear the music not looping perfectly, that's because I have to fucking manually loop it again. But whatever, that's first world problems. There's people literally dying out there. So I'm just gonna fucking go with it and lean with it, rock with it, you know? So, fuck. With all my stupid ranting out of the way, let me go ahead and pull out some notes. See what I have on the notes. Okay, so hold on. Let me fucking pull up some sweet ass music I have for this. It's not gonna be on that one. It's gonna be right here. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, because I've had this conversation. I don't know if it was just with a friend or if it was recorded, but I'll bring it up again. There's a big show on HBO that just started its 3rd season, and that's Westworld. Now, when it first came out, I was really interested in the concept of it, but I didn't watch it because I didn't have HBO. And then I had to re-up my fucking cable subscription, and I got HBO free, right? In the stupid bundles. So I started watching it mid-2nd season. But after watching the first 3-4 episodes, I was hooked. I watched the complete first season. Amazing. I started watching the 2nd season, and it got even better. And the storytelling is fucking amazing. I mean, the CGI, or whatever you want to call it, the fucking... just the whole feel and look of the show itself is just cinematography. It's top notch, right? Now, I never got into Game of Thrones because I ain't no nerd. But I understand the fucking sheer force that show was. Now, Westworld is nothing compared to that. The first 2 seasons are amazing. The first season's amazing. The 2nd season's good. This season, I don't know. It kind of started off weird. I saw the trailer for it not too long ago. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot this show was a thing. Because at the end of the 2nd season, there was a bunch of fucking wildfires happening in California. And the lot that they had all of their sets on fucking burned down. So I figured, what the fuck are they going to do with the story? So they managed to fucking somehow tie into that. They basically haven't, I mean, only 1 episode has come out. They haven't gone back to the park. They haven't even alluded to the park really at this point. They're all kind of little flashbacks and short memory bursts. But fucking Aaron Paul is in this season. And I don't really know why. Doesn't make any sense, but I guess he's not really doing anything now that the Jesse Pinkman story is over. And he's just like a add-on story character. They're basically gonna fucking make him the main character, I guess. Like Will in the arc of the story. If you know what's up with Westworld, you know what I'm talking about. Um, and yeah, he's fucking. There's like this weird backstory with him. He's like talking to his friend, and his friend is Kid Cudi. So his friend is Kid Cudi, and he's Aaron Paul, and he's like fucking driving or stealing cars or some shit. And like his section of the story kind of just seemed like an expansion to the Need for Speed movie that they did a couple years ago with Kid Cudi and Aaron Paul. I don't know. Like I was just like, so is this in the same fucking world, or like is this Need for Speed 2.5 or like 1.5? Need for Speed Westworld? What the fuck? That would be crazy. Fucking get Michael Bay to direct that shit. Fucking robots and explosions everywhere. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. If you've seen it, shoot me a message here and let me know what you thought of it. I hear a lot of people are gonna be fucking hating it, but you know what? It's let's see you fucking make us anything. Let's see you produce something, you fucking dickhead. Like a lot of people think fucking podcasts are easy to do, but I mean, it's taken me 2 years to get to this point, and fucking everyone I know doesn't want to do the show anymore. Nobody wants to help me anymore. Which is okay. I'm getting comfortable talking to myself, as crazy of an idea or thought that is. I'm literally just. I should put a mirror behind me or in front of me so that I can at least look at this fucking handsome mug. But yeah, I mean, I don't mean to shit talk my friends. Everyone has their own fucking life going on. Especially in these times, I completely understand. Family comes first and priorities are not a podcast. But since I'm locked at home, might as well do it, right? I ain't got fuck all to do. Even if I had a job, I probably wouldn't be able to go to it. So there's that. But speaking of that, I mean, I know a bunch of people are being told to stay home at this point, not to go to work, and the whole compensatory funds thing is gonna be a clusterfuck. I'm kind of glad I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah, there's also people that I know that work in an office, and they have to. Their boss asked them, "Do you have Wi-Fi at home?" When they told me that, I said immediately, "Tell them no. Tell them you don't have Wi-Fi. That way they don't make you work from home and you get paid." Fuck the system, right? Yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a little cut right there because your boy has to go pee. Now, for me, that's gonna be 5-10 minutes, but for you, it'll be an instant. Rich and rare. Holy shit! I just had a fucking thought. I don't know why I was thinking nice guys finish last. When you are I was thinking of that Green Day song for some fucking reason. So I decided to see what the fuck is Green Day up to. And this was probably somewhere during the week. And I had to write a note of this because it's in my notes. But apparently they put out an album in February of 2020. Who fucking knew? Now, for those of you not following, let me go ahead and go to their Wikipedia because I don't care if this information is completely valid or not. Because, I mean, it's Green Day. Who fucking cares? But let me make sure this is right. Let me go to discography. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Holy shit, they released a lot more albums than I remember. Holy shit. Okay. So for me, the last thing that I fucking heard from Green Day was American Idiot in 2004. But apparently there was 21st Century Breakdown in 2009 and a fucking triple release Uno Dos Tres or Uno Dos Trey, cause Trey cool, in 2012. Okay, never heard of those either. Revolution Radio in 2016. What the fuck, dude? I thought they were still basking off of American Idiot fucking glory. But whatever. Okay, I'm just finding that out now, as you can't tell by my reaction. But I figured after American Idiot, their fucking actual release was the newest one that came out in February 7th, 2020, and it's called The Father of All Motherfuckers. Or for the radio friendly, The Father of All. And this is their. Hold on, let me hover over this because it just told me. This is their 13th studio album. Holy shit. 13 albums with the original lineup. How cool is that? Fucking good on you, Green Day. Now, their earlier work I'm a fan of. I grew up listening to Green Day. I have Dookie and Kerplunk myself. I even own Nimrod. So I mean, fuck, I have 3 of their albums. They were a good band. I mean, even fucking American Idiot, besides that track, that was a solid fucking album. And that's when they started blossoming as a band. Ooh, they were experimenting with their sound and persona. Bleh. Now, I'm not really into super political music, so American Idiot, the song, can fuck right off. Unless you're fucking an actual band with substance, which Green Day was not. So they don't fucking deserve to have that song. But, the idiot masses, whatever. Catchy is catchy, so whatever. Fucking, I'm not gonna bash them for that. But I saw this fucking Father of All Motherfuckers, and I was like, well, that's a cool fucking album name. And I saw before I played a song, and it had a long fucking intro, so I scrolled down to the comments. Whenever you're listening to new music and you're listening to it on YouTube, I highly recommend you don't do that. But the majority of the comments were fucking shitting on Green Day. And I mean fucking nasty shit. And, I was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. So I played the single, the first single off of that album. I'm not even going to fucking look it up because I don't care. I'll get to that. I fucking search it up and there's a video for it and whatever. And like I said, the fucking long ass intro just took forever, and I started reading all the fucking So the song kicked in, and I was like, "Whoa, this doesn't sound like Green Day at all." Fuck, they just sounded like a generic fucking rock band, right? And I was like, oh, well, maybe this is just a fucking single to sell albums, American Idiot style, right? No. Fuck. I figured, okay, so this is the single that's gonna sell albums, right, and get the music out there. Okay, there, I got it. Nice one, Desecrator. No problem, Desecrator. You're fucking awesome. If I don't do it, nobody else will. And fucking the next I fucking skimmed through them. The next 2 tracks were just. It was a bunch of. Yeah. So. They don't sound like Green Day at all. All the comments that I read shitting on this band were indeed correct. Green Day does suck the biggest ass now.
Dip, 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 dip.
And if you bought that album, fucking throw it away. Now, I'm a fan of Green Day, just I'm not a fan of this album. Just like I'm a fan of Opeth, but I'm not a fan of Heritage, and I stopped listening after that. Not that I was ever fucking super deep into Opeth, Blackwater, and Fucking hold on. Let me look up this album just so that I don't sound like an idiot. I know what the album is. God damn, I went fucking way deep in there. Oh, okay. I was right. Okay. So Blackwater is my favorite Opeth album, but the other album that I really like is Deliverance. And the track Deliverance is fucking a masterpiece, right? It's to me that's Opeth. That's what Opeth sounds like. If anyone wanted to listen to Opeth, I would show them Deliverance. But yeah, I'm not their hugest fan. My boy Carhartt really got into Opeth. There's nothing wrong with that. No, fucking everyone likes what everyone likes. No one can tell you you're wrong with what you like. Yeah, they can give you shit, but I mean, if you like it, you like it. Don't fucking let people persuade you. Stand up for yourself. If they're like, hey, you listen to that band sucks.
Fuck that! I don't need that shit in my life.
You tell them, Tony. Yeah, so fucking good tunes are good tunes no matter what the genre. I like fucking folk. I like punk. I like some ska. I like metal. I like rap. I like hip hop. I like techno. I like trance. I like house. I like a bunch of EDMs. There's way too many. There's more EDM genres than there are metal genres at this point in time. So there's no point of even getting into the elitist fucking mentality. Just fucking like it. And for all you gatekeepers, fuck you. Who are you to say that I can't enjoy this band? The fuck out of here with that.
God dang it, Bobby!
But since nobody else is joining me and I don't want to rant, I do want to join the boys. Right now, there was a big sale on Ubisoft's The Division 2. Got it for fucking nearly nothing. Full game. None of the DLC, which is cool, but hey, a free game for fucking under $5. I think I got it for like fucking $3 or some shit. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. And all the boys got it, and we're fucking ripping shit up. I'm falling behind because I like to do other shit other than just play the game. I mean, I'm trying to keep the schedule going with the recording and whatnot, and I'll make it work. I'm doing it so far. But thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking with me. For those of you that come back and back and back and back, my repeat offenders, I like to call them. I'm your boy Desecrator. You just listen to Hanging Heavy. You can follow YouTube. You can fucking download the Podbean app. It's the easiest and best way to listen to it, I think. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, get embedded videos, post those to your social media because I don't run any because I'm an asshole and that's on me. But you can also listen to this on Apple Podcast, the Google Play Podcast section. You can go to YouTube and type in Hangin' Heavy because I don't have a Hangin' Heavy Podcast, because I don't have a custom URL. And you can listen to it on Spotify. Fuck, I always forget Spotify, and that's where the majority of my listens come from. So, thank you for sticking with me. I'm your boy Desecrator. Said that like 5 times. You've just been filled in. Oh shit, Philip DeFranco. Nope, wrong one. Wrong channel. But yeah, as always, much love and rich and rare.